So it was pretty wild. So I got on the Zoom and got a chance to see the lovely faces of Blaine Fowler from WDVD from for those in Toledo and Grand Rapids. That's the station that plays lots of Goo Goo Dolls and Matchbox 20 and Ed Sheeran and stuff like that. And Jewel. And then I got to see Joanne Purton. And she's on WOMC, and she used to be on television. And her dad is the legend, Dick Purton. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Kim DiGiulio. Let me just say this. Her. She's the morning traffic person on our Detroit NBC affiliate. Wow, is she attractive. She's even fun. In that little box, she's attractive. That little box that they have on the little Zoom. And I don't want to leave anybody out because it would be bad to leave some people out that are on this thing. Who else was on it? Oh, the afternoon show on WYCD, the country station in Detroit. Is it Rob and Holly? Is that their names? Rob and Holly? Yeah. Gina, thank you. I appreciate that. Gina, by the way, I'm going to introduce Gina here in a second. So I got to see those guys. And by the way, that guy's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Who told that guy to get into radio and not get into television? I didn't know who this guy. So. No offense to Rob. I will listen in the afternoon because my wife makes my son Luke and I listen to country music, which I actually kind of do like country music. And secretly, I've always wanted to work country radio. And so I'll hear him on the air, and I did not know how good looking of a gentleman he was. I should have checked out his social media beforehand. But have you seen him at all?
No.
Google. Is it Rob and Holly? Is that their names?
Oh yeah. He's
Rob and Holly.
Yeah,
so I don't know what Holly looks like because Holly wouldn't show us the camera.
She's cute too.
So I'm like, why is Holly not showing us? Why is she not? Cute. I wanted to say I was very well behaved because here's the thing: when you get a bunch of radio and television people together, everybody wants to do a shtick and they want to do like a show, and so what ends up happening is it becomes a 45-minute call of just jokes, and then the 15 minutes that Gina and Kelly, who's putting this together with Gina, this event. Goes on. So
how many questions did you ask?
And you guys know I asked nothing.
Guy.
I was
no.
I swear to God.
Because
really,
you're usually one of those
completely
people.
Silent, and I was shocked.
0.0.
Well, it's because it was late. It was later at night.
It was 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
The shtick wears out. By the way, Gina. At that point, the act is done. At that point, I become Tom. At that point, I'm no longer Mojo. I become Tom. So. Let me introduce Gina, and then I'll talk more about how hot Rob is from WICD. Gina has been a longtime friend of mine. She has this foundation that she started, and she has a very personal reason why she started it. It's called the New Day Foundation. It's an organization that helps out families who get the tragic news that somebody in their house has been diagnosed with cancer. Many of these families have a person that's terminal. Some of these families, just need some help just to kind of get them through all the treatments and everything that's going on. It's going to cost a ton of money, right? When they do this, they find out this, they might lose the breadwinner in the family with this and all the stuff. So Gina's with us right now. She's one of my good friends. Welcome, Gina, here. Hi, Gina.
Thank you so much, you guys. This is like Christmas morning for me. I'm genuinely thrilled to be here and talking with you guys in your studio.
I can't believe it. You know that in all the years that I've known Gina, she has helped us with so many breaking and entering Christmas wishes. We have found families from Gina's New Day Foundation. She has been, on our show before, but it's all been over phone. I didn't realize that she's never, drove all the way from Rochester, where their headquarters are, to our Farmington Hills studio. So let's go back real quick to this. We're doing an event. It's actually your event. You've been doing it for years. You've been actually trying to talk me into doing this thing, and I keep saying no to you, even though I love you. You're like one of the greatest people ever.
Relentlessly no. I mean, what is wrong with you, man? This is the best event in Detroit, and you say no every year. But I'm telling you.
I have said to you, I will go knock on people's doors, door to door, to raise money for you, but I will not get up on stage and make an ass out of myself lip syncing to songs. They have a
Shannon will.
I will. I'm in next year. I already told her.
They have it's the lip sync battle, right? Isn't that what you do?
Yes,
Right?
it's the celebrity lip sync battle, by the way. That's where all of the local and talent and radio, TV personalities, sports celebrities, even business leaders in our community are participating.
Everybody except Mojo.
Everybody
Which is
except
interesting.
Mojo, the king of radio.
He says he doesn't want to get on stage and make an ass of himself, but he gets behind a microphone every day and he'll sing and hear and make an ass
Because
of
I don't
himself.
see the people looking at me. I can't see them looking at me.
That's true.
Oh, interesting.
Well, with the spotlight in
Yes.
your eyes, you usually can't see people anyway. You can't see the look of horror. I would go on there and just say, I will sing until you donate. And then watch record-breaking money raise.
We'll raise more money than that.
So this is happening next week. So the way that she got me in was, I said to her, I go, I'll host it. She goes, you can't host it. What's
Justin Rose.
Justin Rose from
okay.
Channel 7. Is he still on Channel 7?
No,
or
he's not. He has a digital media company now.
Justin
but
Rose
he's
from
a great MC for us.
He was with Brad Galley's right-hand man at Channel 7.
Yeah.
And he's the host, so she will not kick him out of being host,
my
even
son
though...
win an ESPY award, so I have to do
Did you hear that story? Her son got an ESPY.
No.
Yeah.
It was an honorary ESPY, but yes, and Justin was a big part of that, and so I've known him for a lot of years.
So, and so she won't kick him out of there. And then I said, I'll judge. And then she had judges already. This year, though, she's letting me judge. So
Wait
this
a
year,
second.
right.
Last year, you were supposed to judge.
I
and
got
you
COVID.
COVID.
I got
This
COVID.
was the
And
week
by
we all
the
got
way,
COVID.
so did Paul Glantz. So you both had COVID, and you were both supposed to be at the judges' table. And
Oh,
thankfully,
yeah.
Evrod Cassimy stepped up, and Devin Gardner and Josh Landon from Fox 2, they ended up filling in for you guys.
I felt so bad. By the way, I missed Trunk or Treat last year. I missed the lip sync battle. By the way, Paul Glanz and I were making out, and that's how we both got COVID at the same time. So Paul Glanz owns all the Imagine theaters and stuff. So it's happening next week. It's at Motor City Casino Soundboard.
It's Thursday night, right? A week
Thursday.
from tonight.
Yes.
And I'll tell you how you can. By the way, you want to win tickets to this? I know I haven't really even told you the event, but it's a good event, and it will be a good opportunity for you to get out and see some people that maybe you watch on television or you see in radio or whatever. You can call 844-MOJO-LIVE, 844-665-6548. We'll give away some tickets to it. Lydia, just grab a couple of names, and we'll grab some people for this for next Thursday. Let me tell you Gina's story, though. That's amazing. Gina's got an unbelievable family. She has experienced tragedy of cancer, too. She lost her first husband, the father of her children, her beautiful children, who was also in media. He was probably the top, one of the best salespeople in media, worked at WDIV Local 4 for, gosh, how many years was your husband there?
I don't remember how many years he was at WDIV. Probably 5 or 6 years.
One of the best reputations in the business. He battled cancer, and he battled all the way till the end, and died. And then you saw what cancer did to your family, right? All of a sudden, now you're a single mom.
Yeah, absolutely. So when Matt died, it was 2005. He was at DIV, and because his employer was truly phenomenal to him and truly wonderful to our family, he did not go on disability. We did not lose a huge significant chunk of our income. We were beyond blessed, and I don't know how the strings got pulled. I don't know how it happened, but we were. It's
a good
fully
company, Post
anticipating.
Newsweek, right?
Yeah, and I think it was, his late father also died of cancer, and I think there were people in the industry who were just looking out for him and his family, for us, So anyway, so we were at that point where we were terrified of potentially losing our income and losing our home, and what would that mean for where we were going to live and what we were going to do, but it never happened. So after he died, it became very clear that, we were so abundantly blessed. My family, we looked around and said, we have to do something to help other people who are going through this, who do not have an employer like this, or who do not have this opportunity to continue to have their income while they're going through cancer. And even if you have your income, I want to say your expenses go way through the roof.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's still a huge hit, but we were able to manage it, fortunately. But there's hundreds of thousands of families every year in our state and across the country, really, who do not have that luxury. And so we decided that would be our mission for our organization, that when we started it, that we were going to try to care for people who were financially struggling at the same time that they were going through cancer. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to choose between your groceries and your paying your bills and worrying about staying in your home when you're trying to fight for your life. So our goal has always been to give families that break. Like I always say, we're the good news in cancer. You get diagnosed and doctors have bad news for you all day. And when people say, I can't afford to have cancer, we're the answer to that. We can help you get through this and get to the other side and get back to work and do all the things.
And to show you how great New Day is, doctors will nominate families because doctors will go, oncologists will be like, I love this single mom so much, and she brings her kids in here and she's fighting like hell, but she can't afford the treatments that we have and she can't afford her bills that are coming in because she's taking time off. So they'll contact New Day Foundation and say, hey, will you help out?